Why here and why particularly this space?
Great, very good question. I think one of the strongest two of the strongest point of the successful of Hemingway Barcelona is that it's a basement and it's small. Maybe you can think, oh yeah, look how it's small, you can make more money and with a big venue. Yes or not, but make it small. It's much more cozy and
authentic,
yeah. And it's a basement, so it's a speakeasy without being a speakeasy.
Correct. Yeah.
That is something that makes the experience quite original and authentic.
Hi everyone, welcome to another very hidden gem location in Barcelona. It's the Hemingway Gin and Cocktail Bar, and with me today I have the founder of Hemingway Gin and Cocktail Bar. I have to let you onto a little secret. I have been here like multiple times, but I've never really met you before. So this is Luca, and he's the founder, and I think he prefers to be in the background, but I know that he has a lot to share with us today. So thank you so much for joining me today, Luca.
Thank you to come and visit us.
So Luca, let's start with a little bit on your background.
Great. I studied hospitality industry in Italy. I came from the Lake Como in the north of Italy, on the border with Switzerland. I always had passion for hospitality and restaurants and bar and mixology. So after studies, I traveled around London, Australia, Asia, and I arrived in Barcelona in Spain in 2006. I start working in 5-star environment hotel, big companies, and then in 2010 I opened my first bar, Old Fashioned, and after this many other bars. And right now in 2017 I started this project with Hemingway, a small, tiny and cozy bar in Barcelona. And 9 months ago, I also opened in Madrid the same concept.
Oh, great. So why Hemingway? What are the parallels that you draw between Ernest Hemingway and gin?
The connection between Hemingway and bars is because he always, during his life, he was very regular in bars, and there is no really a good connection with Hemingway and gin, but yes, Hemingway and bar. So Barcelona was one of the two favorite cities of Hemingway in Spain, Barcelona and Bilbao, and I decided to get this like homage
yeah.
to Ernest Hemingway, also because I'm a fan of his book. You can find all the titles on the bar, with some pictures as well. And he was a very good drinker, very good lover to the good spirits, and he also invented Hemingway daiquiri, which is a special recipe of the daiquiri that he was asking to the bartender to make just for himself.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, after I finish chatting with you, then I'll do a quick sort of round of the bar, and then I know you're very keen that we showcase shake, drink, repeat. So we'll do that, and in a minute I'll ask you what is so fascinating about it. But let's move on to gin. How many different kinds of gins do you have in your bar?
We're talking about almost 80-90 different brands. Okay, we try to keep the classic brand of the historic brand of gin, all the new release that they come out in the market, and always to keep an eye on the new entry that maybe they come from Asia, from Thailand, from Africa, and we're pretty happy with this. I think one of our good point is to always research and keep an eye on the new brands.
The new brands, yeah, because there are a lot of new brands, whether it's gin or within the spirit. And like you mentioned, Asia, I know that India is now within Asia becoming quite a leader in some of their particularly whiskey and gin.
Absolutely.
So I understand Hemingway has about 85 different types of cocktails, and they are all, could be more, could be less, but they're all your creations.
80-90% are our creation. We keep some classic because some people, they always like to drink espresso martini or penicillin or Negroni, but we are 80. Most of the cocktail are our creation. When we make a new cocktail, is not before, when we open, it was more about myself and my idea, and during the year it's all the team that we have, and everyone must get something on the drink, because it will be much more easier when we're gonna sell it.
Yeah, to explain.
Exactly.
So they need to understand when the customers walk in, they need to be able to explain the combination of the cocktail, the spirit, gin with whatever else is being added on. No, that's good. Why Champlay, for those who do not know, those who are not visitors to Barcelona, but I know that Barcelona is always on people's travel map for sure. But for those who are not familiar, like what part of Barcelona is it? One, just to give a little background. And two, why did you choose like a quaint, can I call this a basement?
Totally,
yeah,
yes.
A basement. You could have gone bigger. You could have been in any other part of Barcelona. So why here, and why particularly this space?
Great, very good question. I think two of the strongest point of the successful of Hemingway Barcelona is that it's a basement and it's small. Maybe you can think, look how it's small, you can make more money and with a big venue. Yes or not, but make it small. It's much more cozy and
authentic, maybe?
Authentic,
yeah.
And it's a basement, so it's a speakeasy without being a speakeasy.
Correct, yeah.
That is something that makes the experience quite original and authentic.
Okay.
I choose example area, let's say, because for me, in my point of view, is one of the most with a very good ambient nightlife, quality nightlife in Barcelona. If you watch the sea, will be on the right side up to Plaza Catalunya, and if you see the sea at the back on the left side. So the Eixample area divided into two blocks, let's see like this. Right Eixample, which is Sagrada Familia, and left Eixample, which are like many good restaurants, many good bars, okay? And the line in the middle is Passeig de Gràcia.
Correct. Yeah, okay. And because this is a pretty, there are a lot of bars and restaurants on this particular street as well, but we have to understand that because Barcelona is like a grid.
Exactly.
If you say you live on Montaner, or you have Hemingway Gin and Cocktail Bar on Montaner, it could be miles and miles, right?
Correct, yeah. Montaner probably could be, I don't know, maybe 5K, so something like this.
Correct. So this is more residential.
Exactly.
So just a little bit about your team, and how big is your team, and how do you train them? And do you do this personally, which I believe you do because it's your baby, right? What is the process a little bit?
Great. Very strong point of all my bars that I had and Hemingway right now that we're talking about in Barcelona and Madrid is one of the key are the bartenders, okay? You can have, that's something that I strongly believe you can be the best bartender in the world, know so many recipe, know about spirits, but at the end of the day we are talking about a job that you have to be charismatic, you have to be polite, and you have to smile.
Yeah.
Okay?
And you have to be passionate
About it.
Yeah.
So all the bartender that I have could be very high professional or junior. In case of junior, I teach them, I explain them
What's your philosophy?
What's my philosophy and what I'm expecting from them. Okay?
Yeah.
But everyone, junior or professional or high bartender, must be good person to work at Hemingway or in my bars. They have to be smiling, they have to be not just bartender, they really need to enjoy when they come at work, because if they not enjoy, they're not gonna be polite with customer.
Yeah.
If they're
and
not
they
polite,
need to connect.
exactly.
To connect. Yeah.
Especially in a small venue.
Yeah.
In a small venue,
Yeah.
like we are, if the bartender just hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, what would you like to drink? This is the menu. Yes, I want a mojito. Yeah, I'm gonna make a mojito and serve it. That is not gonna work. It's not gonna be an experience.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be authentic.
Yeah.
You need to connect, to talk, to smile, and that's what they.
And if a customer says, okay, I like gin, but I like a certain type of gin. I like this in my drink, but I don't like that in my drink. And it's something which your bartender has probably not done before, or not created before. Do they do something impromptu? Do they like create some? They may, if they don't have the ingredient, of course they can't. But otherwise, because you need to think on your toes sometimes, right?
Of course, yeah. The ingredients, the toll, and the allergy of the customers.
Yeah.
So many times the people, they read the menu, they're quite impressive about it, but at the end they always ask us a recommendation.
Correct.
Or to make something special. So we go through some specific question like, you want something with gin, you want something strong, you want something short, tall, with ice, without ice, you like citric, you want more strong on alcohol, you had dinner already or not. Some specific question that we try to make the perfect drink. If we work on the drink on the menu, it's very easy, everyone knows the recipe. Otherwise we have our tools behind the bar, our schedules, our Excel, and we can play with all the recipes, or try something maybe that we are going to put on the next menu and try to give already to
also
try.
So that you get a feedback on whether it's going to work or not.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've also noticed that a few times that I've been here, that the way you serve your cocktails, they're not like in regular glasses.
We have regular glasses.
Yeah, but you also, every time that I've had a cocktail here, it's been something unique.
Yes.
So how do you create, what's the reasoning behind doing that, and does it add to the whole atmosphere, or you just...
What make special a visit at Hemingway is also that you're gonna get this type of strange vessel, strange glasses, that you're gonna come back to your country and show the picture. You take picture and you're gonna show your friend, I've been in Barcelona, look what crazy drink I have. And maybe the classic question is, amazing glass, but the drink was also good, because that's is important.
Yeah.
And most of the time, it's
Okay.
the two,
It's interesting.
But we have our supplier that we try sometimes to draw what we thinking, and we every glass is quite expensive. Probably I couldn't do this in a big venue.
Correct.
But in a small venue.
Yeah, because also I
Is a strong
feel
point.
that when the locals will know about the place, but the tourists, when they are researching, I think they have to be gin lovers to want to explore and come here. So I think because it says Hemingway Gin and Cocktail Bar, and so those who like their gins would definitely want to come here. So I feel that, to your point about it being a bigger venue, I completely understand, because I asked you that question right at the start. I understand that it would take away the uniqueness, the quaintness, and for a tourist who hasn't been to Barcelona before, I think this new discovery is fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
I get that. What is the cocktail bar environment in Barcelona? Because Barcelona, every corner has 5 bars, right? But they're not necessarily cocktail bars. So what's the specialty of cocktail bars in Barcelona?
The environment in the last years the level is very high. We have many cocktail bars, we have great bartenders. I think we are in Europe, in the city number 1, more than London. I lived in London, the level in London is so high, but I think in Barcelona, in the last 5 years, we are on top. We are, because we've been so professional, we turn the people from the gin tonic into the cocktail environment.
Correct.
Still many people like gin and tonic. In Barcelona we have many good bars, many good bartenders. So when we suggest a cocktail, people, they trust us. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Thank you so much, Luca. I can't get enough, but I'm also very keen to just walk around your space and then showcase all the posters of Hemingway that you have on the walls. And
sorry to interrupt you. It's a quite nice thing that people really enjoy, our house rule.
Okay. House rules.
Yeah,
okay.
Because we don't do orange juice, no sangria, no orange juice, no beers, no Coca-Cola.
For that you go to Elborn.
Exactly. Yeah. This is different. We are a cocktail bar, and people really enjoy it, because many people, they see, oh, we love this.
Yeah.
We love this, because for me there is no point when you go in a cocktail bar and you having a cocktail or a nice whiskey and people beside you having a beer and other people having a wine. At the end of the day, we are a bar, yes. But when you are a cocktail bar and you want to specialize yourself in cocktail or in gin cocktail, or would be much more easy for me, beers, maybe I would probably make also extra money, but I don't care. I need to keep the venue authentic.
No, absolutely. And it definitely is very authentic. So anything else, if people want to, just the address maybe, are you on social media?
We are on social media, in Instagram. When you come to Barcelona, you can find us in Calle Muntaner 114. And as I said before, in Madrid, we opened 9 months ago in the city center in Madrid, like in the heart of Madrid, in the barrio of Las Letras. You can find exactly the same concept with almost the same cocktail, with the same terrace that we have in Barcelona, in Madrid, same meter square, and
Oh, great. So you've just replicated...
Exactly.
Because,
copy and paste in Madrid.
Copy and paste in Madrid. Excellent, excellent. Once again, thank you so much, Luca.
My pleasure.